All right, if you're in the car business, you totally know this feeling. You're pouring a ton of money into digital marketing, your dashboards look pretty good, you see the clicks coming in, but the showroom floor, it's just a little too quiet. It's one of the biggest headaches in the industry. So today, we're going to dig into a concept called brand theater to figure out why this is happening and, more importantly, how to fix it.
So let's just get right to it and ask the question that's on everybody's mind. You're doing all the right things. You're on Google, you're running ads on streaming TV, you're spending some serious money to get in front of people. So if the ads are getting clicked, why aren't those clicks turning into people walking through your doors? Where are they going? The best way to picture this is what marketing strategist David Rozek calls the leaky bucket problem. Imagine you're working your tail off, pouring all these leads into a bucket, but it feels like there are holes in the bottom because they're just draining right out before they even get close to your dealership. It's like no matter how much you spend, the water level just never goes up. And here's the kicker, the thing that kind of flips this whole thing on its head. The problem probably isn't your ads. I know, that sounds crazy, but they're doing their job. They're grabbing attention. The real leak in that bucket, it's happening in those few critical moments right after someone clicks your ad. That's the real moment of truth. I mean, when you look at the numbers here, it's just staggering. Get this, 90% of car buyers, that's literally 9 out of every 10 people, go and research your dealership online after they click your ad, but before they'd ever dream of visiting. So that click isn't the finish line. It's just the starting gun. Now the real investigation begins. Can they actually trust you? And believe me, that investigation, it happens fast. We're talking like 30 seconds. That is all the time you have. A potential customer scrolls your social media, they glance at your reviews, and they make a gut decision. In their head, they're asking one super simple question. Is this a place I actually want to do business with? We call it the 30-second trust test, and it's everything. Okay, so right now you're probably thinking, all right, I get it. I can fix my online presence. I can plug that leak. But, and this is a big but, just as we're figuring that out, a much, much bigger leak is starting to appear. And this one has the potential to make your dealership completely invisible. And this new threat, it's being called the AI invisibility crisis. See, for years, the whole game was about getting on page 1 of Google, right? Well, that's changing. The way customers find things is fundamentally shifting. People aren't just scrolling through links anymore. They're just asking their AI, Siri, ChatGPT, you name it, for the one best answer. And this is where a totally new idea comes into play. Generative SEO, or GSEO for short. The goal has completely changed. It's not about being one of 10 blue links on a page anymore. The goal now is to build so much verifiable trust that you become the single recommended answer that an AI gives. In this new world, it's simple. If the AI doesn't recommend you by name, then for that customer, you basically don't exist. I mean, just look at the difference when you put them side by side. Old school SEO, that was all a game of keywords and backlinks, just trying to claw your way onto page 1. Geo SEO, completely different ballpark. The goal is to be the AI's answer, and the way you do that is by building verifiable trust and authority across the board.
So, this sounds like a lot, right? You've got the 30-second human trust test on one side and this AI invisibility crisis on the other. How in the world do you fight on two fronts at once? Well, the good news is there's one solution that tackles both of these head-on, and it's called brand theater.
Okay, so let's be super clear on what brand theater is and what it isn't. This is not about making more ads. It's about creating this permanent library of authentic stuff, real stories from real people, showing real moments. It's the mountain of evidence that proves you are who you say you are. It's the kind of proof that both a skeptical human and a super smart AI are digging for. And this quote from David Rozek, man, it just hits home because it is so brutally honest. If a customer is in that 30-second investigation window and they land on your social media and all they see are the same old corporate graphics and sales flyers, it tells them everything they need to know. It screams, we're not real, we're not authentic. It's not just unhelpful, it's actively hurting you. Here's a really simple way to think about the difference. Think of your paid ads like a megaphone you rent. It's loud, it gets attention, but the second you stop paying for it, it goes silent. Brand theater, on the other hand, is like building the actual foundation of your house. It's a permanent asset that's always there, building the one thing you can't buy, real, genuine trust. Okay, so this isn't just some big abstract idea. It's actually a real
actionable blueprint. It really boils down to 4 things. First up, take your data, like your great customer satisfaction scores, and turn them into actual stories people care about. 2, showcase your people. Let customers see who they'll be working with. 3, document the real, unscripted moments. And 4, be consistent. This isn't a one-and-done campaign. It's a constant, steady rhythm.
But here's the thing, and this is the part almost everyone gets wrong. You can't just hand this off to the marketing department. Why? Because creating this kind of authentic, genuine content, it isn't a marketing task. It's a cultural one. It has to come from the very core of who you are as a dealership. And what's the engine that drives a culture like that? It's emotional intelligence, EQ. This is about your team having the ability to drop the script and actually see the human being in front of them. It's about understanding the huge emotional weight behind what is, for most people, a massive life purchase. And let me tell you, this isn't some soft skill. In today's world, it's your single biggest competitive advantage. I mean, think about this quote for a second. This is what empathy looks like in action. See, a team with real EQ, they just get this. They understand it in their bones. They know they're not just selling 4 wheels and an engine. They're helping a family find a safe space for the most important people in their lives. And that changes everything. Because let's be honest, a car is never just a car, is it? It's an expression of who you are. It's a guardian that keeps your family safe. It's the thing that enables your dreams, from road trips to just getting the kids to soccer practice. When your team understands that, that's when they create those real, genuine moments. And those moments, that's your brand theater. And guess what? That's exactly the verifiable proof the AI is looking for.
So let's tie this all together, okay? Brand theater isn't just a nice to have. It's the one strategy that solves both of your biggest problems at the same time. It's the collection of real, authentic evidence that earns a human's trust in that critical 30-second window. And it's the very same body of proof that an AI needs to confidently recommend you as the one right answer.
So I want to leave you with one final question to think about. Because right now, at this very moment, in your market, a story is being told about who the most trustworthy dealership is. Both your potential customers and these new AI systems are playing detective, piecing that story together. The only question is, are you the one telling that story? Or are you just going to stand by and let your competition tell it for you?